Hello, 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 my darlings. I'm so sorry I am late coming in tonight, but I could not let the entire Friday go by without telling you what was happening today. Hello, and thank you for joining me on A Slice of Life. A Slice of Life. You see all my blue, my blue. Well, it's my reunion weekend from Spelman College. I'm class of 1964, and we have the fours and the nines reunion this weekend, and it's just been so much fun. But what was even more exciting to me was that I spoke this morning at Clark Atlanta University at the baccalaureate because I received an exceptional award. I tell you, I was over the moon, and they put a nice write up in the program is celebrating our collective journey at the baccalaureate service. And we had service. Like for baccalaureate is when you pray, you talk about prayer and praying and thanking God for having finished the work. And, I'm going to tell you, I'm telling you, I enjoyed every bit of it. We had some good singing. We have a great choir at Clark Atlanta. But when they called my name, I felt so proud because my daughter is here, and her husband and his granddaughter, and I was able to say I had family. I want to thank L. Cornell Pearson for coming, and Judge Brenda Cole, who was now Judge Cole is the first lady of the Clark Atlanta University when they joined together, when it was Clark College and Atlanta University. Then the late Dr. Cole, her husband was the first president, and she was, of course, was the first lady, and she was there to support me. So I'm so happy because I did acknowledge, of course, the Atlanta student movement. There would have been more people that were there for me, but at the same time this was going on. Guess what? Guess what was going on? The class of 1964, my class, we were celebrating at Spelman because this is our 60th year. So I was just torn. But the award was so wonderful. And the fact that, they would give me something, where is it on here so I can show you? Oh, here it is right here. It's the presentation of the Grace Towns Hamilton Evelyn Gibson Lowry Award for Excellence in Social Justice. And I talked about social justice. You heard me talk about coming from the north to the south. I really thought when I came down south to school that I was just going to go to Spelman and be a clinical psychologist. Little did I know I was going to be an activist and a French major. Oh, interesting. But, I've told you the story, and you can see the story yourself when you go to pbs.org and look up Foot Soldiers, the class of 1964, which is an award-winning movie that my daughter and we did together. She wrote, produced, and directed, so I don't know what I did with it, but, I did enough with it. And it tells the story of my coming to Atlanta, and it tells how Atlanta became Atlanta. I want you to go to pbs.org and look up Foot Soldiers, the class of 1964. And the reason why I say Foot Soldiers is because we had the Atlanta student movement with Lonnie King and Charles Black, and we were like all the big boys and girls. They were 18, 19, 20, 21 years old, and so they said we're going to integrate, and so I said, what, I want to do that. I want to fight for social justice. I talked about when I was there today. I talked about how the man jumped out of the crowd and burned me, and so it was very good to talk about how far we have come. I even sang, "Look where he brought me from," because I was just thinking here I was a, teenager coming out of Gary, Indiana, coming down south to school. It didn't have anything that I didn't know anything about was north or south like that. I just know that it was in Atlanta, Georgia, and I had to come to school. And I found out when I got here that what I thought was freedom wasn't really freedom. They had colored and white signs, and they treated people worse down in the south than they did in the north. But I'm very happy that I came to Spelman because at the time Spelman, it wasn't the Spelman like you all know now, all the movie stars and all that. It was just my mother gone to Spelman, my father gone to Morehouse. It was just the schools that people went to. But now it's all the rage. So when we say you're a Spelman graduate, woo, woo, woo. But it was great today. I saw my webmaster is the class of 84. I'm the class of 64. The fours and the nines. That's who reunion today, the fours and the nines. So if you were class of 49, we had somebody who was 100 years old, 100 years old, and she came back to reunion at Spelman College. It was just wonderful. I enjoyed every bit of of what we did today, and that's why you couldn't hear from me, because between reunion, because we had so many events. Oh my God, my class is the class of 1964. Dr. Annie Cheney Jones. She's a great leader, a good president, and we had a number of things we did today. And then when we did all that, I like the lights off. Who's doing the lights? Can you turn them down? Can you turn the lights down? Can you turn the lights down? I like them like that. Okay, I'm sorry. See, we got lighting today. I go makeup, wardrobe. We got lighting today. So, I'm just happy about it. And so I just want to encourage you, if you are thinking about coming to college, I did say today, you don't need a college degree to be whoever you're going to be. That's not a requirement. But if you're going to come to college, I would like for you to come to Spelman or Clark Atlanta, Morehouse, down here to school, to Atlanta, wherever you're from. We have some good schools here. We have good professors. Hey, I'm one of them. And then, but I think the last time I talked to you, I was encouraging you to go back to your class reunion. Go back and see somebody, reach somebody, speak out and know somebody and help somebody. Or maybe it may be a prize there for you. I don't know. But it was just a joyous day today. So, this show today is more about a show and tell. But also, anytime I'm on, I encourage you, baby. I want you to do some things. And when I tell you it was fun today, going back to the schools where I started, going and getting an award, seeing people my age. Oh yeah, we were fabulous too. Now the young ones look good, but the 80-year-olds, you see this fabulous I got on here. We were fabulous also today. That's another thing. I encourage you to just get up and put your clothes on. That's what my mother always told me. Put your lipstick on. Put on a nice shirt, guys. Put on some nice t-shirt if you want to. I'm going to find the name of that company that did those made in the image of God. We're gonna get those t-shirts going. But I just want you to just to get up and get out, enjoy being who you are. Just know who you are. Love on yourself. And go back to high school reunion. Go back to your college reunion. Go back and get somebody and help them. Or go back and see what God has for you. Now, we don't go back like in Lot's wife. We're not going back that way. But we're just going to rekindle or research or refine or just see what God has for you. And it may be somebody that's looking for you. It may be somebody that you've been looking for. Maybe an idea there. I don't know, but I've been pressing and pushing and discussing some kind of way. It's a blessing out there somewhere. And I said, click your heels and go home. Now, in another spiritual thing came to me that some of you all need to go home. Wherever home is. Home is where the heart is, right? And if you're missing some people and you got some people you need to see, then I need you to go home and tell them, I'm sorry, I apologize. And I came back to say hello and let's start something again and let me help you. There's nothing like kindness. I don't know anything to be, I'm not a perfect person, you trust me. But being kind, I like being kind. I like letting people just go on, whatever it is. You want it, you can have it. It's fine with me. But this has been fun. This was my fun day. And it'll be fun for you if you do the same thing. If you go home and see some people and do some things and have some fun and enjoy this life. I don't have my books with me. That's the other thing. As I was traveling today, I don't have my well-lived life or I don't have my staying young. But I know you do know that we're getting older, but we're not getting old. Not on this one. Not on a slice of life. So, babies, it's Friday. Jordan doesn't work on the weekend. But where am I going to be? Oh, in the first place, I'm going to be doing this. Oh, do I have it right? I'm going to be Spelman all weekend. And then tomorrow is graduation for Clark Atlanta. And so we got a number of students that have worked hard to get out of school. And I'm just so proud of my students. I'm so proud of students everywhere. I'm proud of the students that were at Spelman today. You know, it's a good feeling to accomplish. So it's not just getting your degree, but an accomplishment. You put your heart and your soul and your mind and your body into it. And that's what I want you to do for those dreams, those ideas you have. Put your heart, your soul, and your mind and your body in it. You know, and say, I can do this. All things. Let me tell you something. God will take care of you. You take one step, he'll take two. Okay? All right. You know I love you. You know I love you. I'm so grateful for today, but I could not let the day go by. I don't miss a day. You know, I don't miss a day because it's somebody out there looking for me, but it's also somebody out here that needs the message. And the one message that I always have is I love you, and you can't do anything about it.